So that's the ammo that we're going to be using. And our platform is an Aero Precision upper and lower receiver. We have a shockwave blade brace. Then we're using the ACOG with the inner tube over the fiber optic to eliminate some of the bloom of the illuminated reticle. The can is just a dead air Wolfman, and my brace is just a plastic bucket. So look, we're not claiming bench rest performance here. We're trying to produce results on the range that can be reproduced in the field under adverse conditions. Now, obviously in a field, I will still be braced if I can be, but sometimes I won't even be as braced as good as this. You know, if you have to take a shot, you have to take a shot. So we've loaded up 3 rounds. Since I'm going to make a minor scope adjustment, we're going to bring this down just 2 clicks. And see how that goes. Since I did that, I like to rack my bolt a couple of times to help the scope seat. By that, what I mean is I have found that when you make a scope adjustment, sometimes that first round is not going to be as precise as what you'd expect. Between the first and second, sometimes there's a little movement. So we've made that adjustment. Going to load our magazine. And put on our hearing protection. We'll see how that went. We'll step back and fire 3 more, a little bit more controlled, and see how it goes. I could come over to the right a little bit, so I'll make that adjustment as well. So now that I've made a minor adjustment, I'm gonna drop the bolt a few times again. And we'll load our 3 rounds. Oh, brass is coming out perfect. Hit my camera there. I hope that second was on video. I didn't show it to you. We'll see. Alright, I feel like I did good on those 3 shots. The group will tell you the truth. Believe the paper. I didn't rush those anyway. And I didn't notice pulling them. So this time the paper should tell the truth. Again, my limiting factors are going to be my bracing, because I don't have a platform, a perfect platform. And I'm just using a 3-power optic. But other than that, look, it felt fine. All right, so if you remember, my first 3 rounds were here, here, and here. So this time we have these 3. So 1, 2, and 3. So that's going to be right at 1 MOA. That's fine for the limitations of that platform. So I've got the 55 grain shooting almost as good as the 77 grain. Not quite, of course, but almost as good, considering that platform will be using 55 grain anyway. That's what we're going to stick with. All right, so walking back to the target, I decided I am going to shoot 3 more rounds. But I'm gonna adjust the scope down because I am shooting a little higher than I like. I like to be high at 100, but not quite as high as I am. I only want to be about a ½ inch high. My brass is coming out at a pretty good angle. Look at there, we have some in the bucket. I thought I heard them going in the bucket. I just wasn't sure if it was hitting the bucket or going in the bucket, but there was 3 in the bucket. That's pretty awesome. And look, there's another one right there next to the bucket. So my ejection and my gas is adjusted nicely. Let's move that scope down a little bit. I'm gonna go just 2 clicks. I'm gonna rack that bolt. Okay, recap our turret. Hey, Rose, Rose. That's Rosebud. She's a Sorrells bred APBT. If you know what APBT is, we have a canine business. Some of the viewers on my Worth Doing Right channel don't like to hear the dogs, but we run a canine business. So our dogs are used in protection work and hog hunting as well. All right, so we got our 3 rounds. And this can does an excellent job on this 5.56. And with the gas adjusted nicely, my ejection is good. Our trigger is a LaRue MBT. Got a little gas there. Those 3 felt good. I think I heard one go in the bucket again. And sure enough, there it is. How about that, boy? You can't get more consistent ejection than that. And the ones that didn't go in the bucket came right over the top of the bucket. I would say I've got that thing dialed in perfect. I really like the Seekins Precision adjustable gas block. I noticed a lot of people use the superlative arms, but and they like it, and it's a good system with a bleed off, but which prevents some of that gas. But I prefer the Seekins Precision with that throw lever. Boy, it's just so quick and easy to go from suppressed to unsuppressed. No tools required. I really like that. The only other gas system is that I know of that doesn't require a tool is that one that's got the dial. I think it's called was it Rifle Works or something, I forget, but it's going to add more weight than that tiny little throw lever that you saw on my gas block. That Seekins Precision is really nice, and in fact I bought a couple of them that aren't even on platforms yet, so that helped. So the lowest 3, look at that, we've got 1, 2, 3. That's going to be definitely less than, oops, I'm not looking at you. So those lowest 3, that's going to be definitely less than 1 inch MOA at 100 yards. I'll take that all day long with the 3-power optic. Now it is left of the bullseye, but I'm leaving it there because the 77 grain hits to the left of my 55 grain, and I'm going to be using 55 grain most of the time. I'll take care. Have a blessed day.